Hello, this is Jer, Cycle 120. Me playing the Frosty Planet, DLC of Oxygen not included. Today's mission is to explore the deep caverns of the bottom of this asteroid. So we've actually poked a hole. We've gotten down to this strange machine, and I think until this game comes out officially, we won't be able to do anything with that. But there's also these companion parts, which again also I think won't be able to be used till later. So we're continuing down, and I've gone down diagonally here just to minimize heat escape up in this zone. We've done some insulation and continued to dig down, and we've hit here the bottom, well, not the real bottom, but the danger point, because past this point it's not as hot as other asteroids with magma, but it's still like over 1,000 degrees. So that's a bit dangerous. So what I'm doing is I'm digging out a spot here to get at some liquid. Making liquid airlock, planning to go up this way. So that when we go down, we'll be going in a vacuum. Figure that will be a bit safer. The other thing I want to do is I want to figure out how... Oh, 68 degrees. What? Okay, yeah, we don't have insulation here. And that's had a cooling effect. I think, well, okay, then if it's going to just be that easy, then we're just going to go down and grab that oil, because I can put a pump where there's... It's close. I need something less than 75, but technically that would do. So, alright. Put that right there. A little bit of oil seems to be seeping through. That's alright, that's the whole idea. I was thinking to myself, if that wasn't the case, my plan was to find something similar to this scenario where I've got some crude oil, which is 80 degrees. I could isolate it, maybe insulate on this side and kind of dig through this side, get it to go through and exchange temperatures until this gets below 75. But I guess technically that already naturally happened. Builders cut that out. Crude oil's gonna start piling up. Carbon dioxide above it. If we can get up to there, which we definitely should be able to. In fact, I think we can even just give the command now to start digging up. And at some point, we should reach a vacuum and should be able to go back down. The team is here, all excited to go. It's probably a vacuum right there. Though I don't want crude oil to spill down, so we're going to have to make sure we go high enough. We can also open this area up a little bit. There it is, a vacuum. If that's the case, I got to make sure... not to build with granite, because I think that has the potential to melt. We won't put fire poles in here. So igneous rock will do that. And I'm curious how far down this goes, because this looks like it goes down much well, it looks like it goes down further than a normal asteroid. Watch this be the actual limit. I can't actually scroll down anymore, so actually it probably is. But is there anything of interest down here? Or is it literally just tons of obsidian and igneous rock? Though, oddly, in this hot zone, it does seem to have a little insulation or bissolite around it. There's more than one geovent. One there, and one there. There's 3 that I see so far. Gonna dig this guy out. This is looking a little precarious. I'm gonna build a wall right here. Maybe open this area up after that wall is created. Okay, so with that, let's do this. Just don't want to see that crude oil bubbling up to like it's to this point. This is looking much safer now. And miners going to it. Keep digging down. What I might do, once we get further down, is kind of get them to step to the side. Do we actually need a ladder going down? I don't think so. Stairs probably makes more sense. Step by step, we'll make it to the bottom. Oh, what's this? Some vacuum tiles. Good. Don't want to see any gases in here. Doing a bunch of egg incubation. Make sure the food supply stays up. Just throwing in one of these things. Oh, that one already has it. Miner on a mission. Okay, so there's the bottom. Just want to officially touch it. And then we'll explore left to right. I assume there's nothing of interest down here. But I'll dig a path around just to find out. No, for sure. Do analysis here on a polluted water vent. This one has some food poisoning in it. Is that being transferred to the air? No. Well, yeah, I guess technically it is. I'm gonna give Builder super duper hard digging. Oh, apparently I am not. I thought they had to. Well, I'll get them to work towards it. They'll be upgrading. Actually, not anytime soon. Never mind. What about... Actually, do I even have any dupes? Red. Get you up there, but you're not going to be able to do it through. At least you can do Abyssalite. Ah, there we go. Runner can do super duper hard digging. And they actually enjoy that thing. Exosuit training. Actually, that's going to help as well. I'll upgrade your hat here to super duper hard digging. As for the skills for everyone else, exosuit is what we're going to be going towards. Chef and baker. Give you just general construction. Strength. It's the artist. You've got your masterworks now that you've got that. I don't have anyone with crop tending. I'm not necessarily going to be doing any of that time soon, but it'd be nice to have someone ready. Exosuit training for sure. And scientists can work towards that. While miners down exploring the bottom of this world, I'm going to see what it's like to build liquid pump down here. And start to bring that up. So, obviously, we need to pump. We need to be in somewhere where it's less than 75 degrees. That needs to have some power. So, we've got a good line here. Get this out of iron. Gonna make our way up towards the base. and twist and turn. So we get up there. So that's going to give us our power to the pump. Now we need the actual pump itself, or pipe itself. Do this out of igneous rock, just a regular pipe. Pretty much just follow the power line up. Twist and turn. And at some point we'll have to process it up here. Just have to decide where that's going to be. I'll stop there for now. We'll get that built, and then I'll come up with the rest of the plan. Probably closer up here. Just want to make sure it's below this, because I know that's going to produce some natural gas. It might be also nice to put some of the machinery for that on the heavy watt wire system. Down here we're going in two directions. Just having a look at the bedroom here, and or the barracks. The further corner is a little cooler. There's a couple things that we can do, I believe. One of which is more insulation. The other is more radiant pipes. So we'll see what this does over time. We are generating a little bit of cobalt top here. A little bit warm, but that's alright. Free metal. I like it. While we're doing some exploring, I want to make sure the rest of the dupes have something to do. I think it would be useful to get access to a sleet wheat, so we can have that stored. Just taking different paths to make sure that we can access it all. I really like the fact that they leave some vacuum bubbles instead of really hot gas bubbles. If it was gas bubbles and I really wanted to go through it, I guess I could always just make obsidian, fill it in from edges, but it's a lot easier this way. So I appreciate that. And runners using one of their new skills do a big dig through abyssalite, or obsidian rather. I can see a pip and this plant might not necessarily get along, so perhaps we'll put in a door here just to prevent pips from sneaking in. Taking this plant out from underneath itself. I think it's as nearly as important to be careful about these plants, because we're so far down. Dupes are at Atmos suit. We've got cold zone between us and the base. Check out to see where we are with our exploration. Just more obsidian. I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna see. I just have to verify. We've got engineer going that direction. Engineer, I thought you'd... Oh, probably because you can dig out a single piece of igneous rock. Good for you. You ran all that way. Creating a floor down here for some industrial equipment. This area cleared out. We'll bring down the heavy watt wire line. Actually, we might want to take a moment to decide how we're going to do that. So we've got a comfortable temperature up here. We want to make sure we maintain that. Maybe further over. Oh, you know what we'll do? Maybe around this area. This seems to be a decent place. Build a pump right here to create a vacuum. Get heavy wire line going through. Bring down a pump so we can get that vacuum in. Better reroute this line. Connect this pump in with some power. Though we don't want to actually get it going just yet. Control it by the event, actually. So once we have that heavy wire line, I'll be able to get an oil refinery. Dupes have already done the research for this. This is where the dupe's gonna stand. I'll have a sensor there to be able to see them. Putting a lamp. Start in the heavy wire line to go over. And we'll bring up some oil. Maybe closer towards the base we'll do insulated pipes. We'll meet right there. Just gonna check to see if the rest of the construction has been done. Looks like it has. Can hardly see the pump. Still under 75 degrees. This might be one of those things. Don't think that it'll, well, yeah, we'll do this just to be safe. Do a temperature check here. The notification. I'm going to create a spot here. Actually, I'm thinking about this. We're going to get natural gas. Cover that. Maybe we'll make a comfortable place for this dupe to work. Carpeted tile, put that right there. Oh, this liquid's going to be pretty hot, actually. I wonder if this would be a bad idea. Maybe we won't do that. I'll just snake the pipe around to store a little bit of extra. But we've got to find a place to make some plastic. And there's tons of cold area for that. Maybe we'll just do right here. Get them spaced out just a little bit. Put in 4. I'll put a temperature check next to each one. This guy could share that. Just to make sure it's safe to operate them long term. I'm going to be getting a little bit of carbon dioxide out of this process. I think for the time being, as long as we push that towards the bottom, that should be fine. Actually, putting it down with the oil slickers would make a lot of sense. Maybe we'll do that. Let's put it there for now. Of course, it's probably going to have an issue getting down there. Team spending no time getting work on this gas pipe. They're very curious to produce some plastic. Yeah. Just noticed I missed the spot where I should have put that. Maybe we'll just turn this one into mesh tile. We're getting the ice out of here. Don't want that to melt. Let's disconnect this line. I have a regular wire. Yeah, I do. Might as well get rid of it. And we'll connect into our heavy wire line. And that can continue down until we get to our industrial floor outside the base. Didn't have to remove the iron, that's convenient. So these guys all need some power. Take some insulated pipes here. Connect the output of this guy. Maybe wrap around just a little bit. And then we'll visit each of these. I'll focus on this so we can start the vacuum. Get this sealed off. Start the process. Getting that being turned into a vacuum. Go down and explore the bottom of the base. Okay. More nothing. More absolute nothing. Should explore left of this area as well, just to see what's there. Want to be careful about too much liquid falling down, though. How about we do this? We'll open up this area and then go up. Guys are there. Actually, open up this area. That's a spot for some crude oil to fall into. Now we've got lead, so we shouldn't have any shortage of metal. And being a very cold world, that shouldn't be a problem to build that in a lot of locations. I see some spills up here. Also taking note of some really good comments that Cedric mentioned. This setup here and earlier, without before you get the technology for liquid temporizer, I had to put in this mechanized door and sensed pipe. That'd be a way of controlling that, an early on electrolyzer. So definitely going to give that a try in another playthrough. Also, the cooking mush bars may not actually have that much value, especially if you're going for the carnivore achievements. So instead of having a micro musher and electric grill, it might have two side by side. Anyway, that's something to try out for the future. We're going to make sure, though, we get a little bit of knowledge from down below the base. Figure out how to produce some crude oil plastic. Pretty sure it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, we got a wrong wire connected there, don't we? Can I disconnect that while we're waiting for a dupe to... Yeah, there we go. That way we don't have to wait for a dupe. Okay, so the first polymer press, I didn't set the temperature checks, but let's say below 30, copy the settings. It is going to have a warming effect, so if there's, I guess this stable is going to be at risk at some point. Probably more long term. I should reshape shape this. I could get pips in here and plant some of these further away. Or maybe this is where I actually should have been producing the plastic. Because I can get some hydrogen in there. Just experiment with that. Carbon dioxide. Oh, we've gone too far, didn't we? We've got a good amount of hydrogen, so we should definitely be able to do that. Might want to have a temperature check, though. So we'll do this as close as we can to the actual device. So we'll take the temperature from here. No, do it right there. That's going to control this. Skip by that, go in like that. Of course, the other thing, we probably want this whole area to be hydrogen. But we'll just start with that for now. And the first pieces of plastic have been created. We actually have to do some research to get some plastic ladders. Tubing would definitely be a nice thing. But all that depends on the generation of plastic. So I'm glad to see there's a way to make that early on without having to find gold amalgam or steel. Because I haven't gotten to the point of what if I wanted to make steel? I don't even know just yet. I haven't seen any coal around. So that is interesting. Or gold amalgam, which would make the oil biome much easier and safer to pump out of. So let's say if the temperature is above 70, do send something to this notification. I am just not seeing a reason to come down here. Which is kind of nice because it's a difficult place to get down to. So in the future, I think I'll just be stopping at the oil biome, making sure that I get a space that has less than 75 degrees so we can pump some crude oil out. Let's have a look at the temperature effect. Seems alright for the moment. I'll be watching this over the next little bit. What is, oh, let's see. If our relative temperature shows anything of interest. Just mentioning that these guys are generating heat, and they do produce a good amount of heat. Especially if I've got 4 of them lined up like this. Alright, well, I think that is it for today. Not sure where to go from this point on, but hopefully I will see you with a little bit more oxygen not included in the future. Till then.